Hello, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to this Breakfast with Ukraine. And we want to see where everyone is coming from. Would you put where you are from in the chat so we can get an idea? Let's see. Now we have some people from San Jose, from Utah, Cupertino. Okay, good. Lehigh, Utah. Oh, the Rotary Club of San Jose. Hello, Rotary Club. Glad to have you. So we have someone from Florida. And of course, we have our friends from Ukraine. Let's see what else we have here. Hello, Fernando.
Good morning.
Hello, Terry. This is a really exciting opportunity, and it's actually a very unique opportunity because a lot of people are concerned about where they should go to help Ukraine. And we have personal friends that are over there, so we get to help in a really unique way. And the Get Real Foundation actually won't get anything from this. It's just completely to help our friends. And so I would ask if you have a friend or two that you'd like to send the link to, the Zoom link to right now, that would really be helpful. This is a place where we know that everything is going straight to the people who are over there and need it. And actually, it's interesting that the Ukraine has been the 7th largest exporter of eggs, and poultry is a huge part of what they've always done for the entire world. There was the biggest factory, which had close to 4 million chickens, was decimated. And so our friends there are scrambling and trying to help meet the need out there. Today, this is a way that we can give some free, they've been distributing some free chickens and to the war-torn areas. We're so grateful for that. And also, this is a chance to help this factory continue to run and to help people keep their jobs. So we know that there's been, my name is Amy Biesinger, by the way, and I am a co-founder of the Get Real Foundation. And Get Real, REAL stands for resilience, empathy, authenticity, and love. And the Ukraine has really been at the resilience breaking point. We want to be there with empathy and love for our brothers and sisters over there. So we thank you again for joining us. We also have 2 other co-founders of Get Real that are going to introduce themselves. We ask that everyone will keep themselves on mute. There may be a chance later to ask some questions. So right now we'd like to hear from Jenny Lynn and then from Becky McIntosh.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you. We are honored, like Amy said, to be here with our friends from Ukraine. I think if you are like me, it's been very hard to know what to do and how to help. And having this opportunity to help in a way where it's right there in Ukraine, right there in the center of what is happening, is such a rare gift. And Get Real, I just want to tell a little bit about why this is so near and dear to us, because we are about the one, our core is about the one who's being left out, the one who's being bullied, the one who's on the outskirts or the margins, the one who is drowning. And they reaching out to us was us, of course, we're going to help you, and an honor to do so. And so we are just, whatever we can do right now in the world, they are the ones who we all should be turning to at this time to help them. And so we're grateful for this opportunity and for all of you who've joined us. And we'll get to hear their story and what they're going through. So thank you. I'm Becky. Becky McIntosh. Introduce herself.
I muted myself. I'm Becky McIntosh, and Amy Ginlin and I are the co-founders of Get Real, and we are thrilled to be able to help in any way we can. And we welcome our Ukraine people with us today that can help us to show us the needs and things that are going on, so that we can help in any way we can. And we are grateful for this opportunity. Amy.
Okay, so we're here because we want to hear from our friends who are there on the ground. They've been through some horrific things, the people there. We're hoping that they'll share some stories with us, as well as where your money is going to go to. And we hope that you will donate generously to these great people. So we would like to hear from Yuri, Dasha, and Natalia.
Hello, nice to meet you. First of all, thank you to everybody that we can see you, that you are joining this meeting. Let me introduce myself. My name is Natalia. I'm working here in this company as head of exports, but during this meeting, I will be interpreter for my colleagues. First of all, let me introduce the owner of our company, Dmitro Dobkin.
Hi.
My colleague, Dasha. Dasha is a manager in Department of Public Relations in this company. So I think this will be better if the owner of our company will take some words and will explain what we are doing now in Ukraine and which is our task and mission for today.
Всім вітання, доброго ранку.
Good morning. We know it's very early in the USA.
Відразу хочу подякувати всім, хто відгукнувся і знайшов час для такої ранньої зустрічі.
Thank you very much for responding to our request to meet, and thank you that you found time to meet us so early in the morning.
Я Дмитро Добкін, власник Володимир-Волинської птахофабрики, підприємство, яке наразі працює в посиленому режимі, щоб забезпечити харчовими продукцією українців, котрі опинилися під обстрілами та скрутній ситуації через російську агресію.
My name is Dmitro Dobkin. I am the owner of the company Volodymyr-Volynska Poultry Farm, and our company is working hard in such a harsh time during the Russian aggression in order to meet needs of Ukrainians and to provide them with foodstuff, poultry.
І так, що ми зараз робимо?
So I would like to explain you in several words what we are doing right now.
Перші дні війни з наших складів, які ми маємо в Києві, Харкові, Вінниці та інших містах,
In the first days of the war, we have some cold stores in such towns of Ukraine as Kharkiv, Vinnytsia, and Kyiv cold stores. And what we have done?
роздали нашу продукцію для жителів цих міст безоплатно.
So we distributed poultry for free for the citizens of those cities.
Наші співробітники виїхали на вулиці і віддавали продукцію українцям, щоб люди мали базові харчові продукти.
Our employees worked in the streets just to distribute for free poultry for the citizens of those cities.
Так, у місті Харкові віддали 70 тонн курятини.
So in Kharkiv, we distributed approximately 70 tons of poultry.
У Києві близько 5 тонн.
In Kyiv, 5 tons.
Також у місті Вінниця теж близько 5 тонн.
And approximately 5 tons in Vinnytsia.
А ще більше з підприємства передаємо курятини для наших військовослужбовців, які захищають незалежність нашої країни.
And of course, a lot of poultry was distributed from our cold store for military forces which protect our Ukrainian independence now.
Якщо на початку війни, 45 днів тому, українці мали ще певний запас продукції, та наразі ці запаси вичерпані.
You know, approximately about 45 days ago, when the war launched, our people, they had a certain stock of foodstuff, but now they are getting vanished.
Сподіваюсь, що вам по ваших телеканалах розповідають про гуманітарну катастрофу у містах, у різних містах України, таких як Маріуполь, Херсон та інших.
I am sure you can follow the situation in such Ukrainian cities as Mariupol, Kherson, where there is a humanitarian catastrophe now.
В цих містах йде дуже активна боротьба за визволення цих міст від російських окупантів.
And now in those cities there is a very severe struggle for liberation of those cities from Russian occupants.
Ці міста понад 20 днів не завозять харчові продукти та питьову воду.
You can imagine that nearly 20 days these people stay without food, without water, because there is no effective logistics. It is not possible to get food stuff there.
Ми віримо, що наші українські військові визволять ці міста, та у нас буде можливість доставити туди нашу продукцію.
In any case, we are absolutely sure that our military forces will liberate those cities and we will have opportunity to supply and to distribute poultry there.
Ми готуємося до цього моменту, щоб швидко нагодувати українців, які вже знесилені, але ще тримаються.
In any case, we take measures to get prepared for the moment when we'll be able to distribute our products there, because our Ukrainians, they are exhausted now, but still they are holding on.
Чим може бути корисна наша птахофабрика для фонду?
So how our poultry farm can be useful for your fund?
Тим, що ми маємо власну логістичну мережу, а також склади з холодильними установками в наступних містах України, таких як Одеса, Дніпро, Харків, Київ, Львів, Вінниця та інші.
First of all, we have a very effective logistics, and we have cold stores in such cities as Kharkiv, Kyiv, Odessa, Vinnytsia, Lviv, and in any case, we can supply our products there.
Це дозволяє нам перевозити продукцію від виробництва в потрібні регіони, зберігати їх там до моменту, поки ця продукція не зможе дійти до кінечного споживача.
This allows us to transport products from our production site, and we can guarantee that the products will be stored there in right conditions until the moments when it will be possible to get the products and distribute them directly in those towns, and it will be safe for Ukrainians.
Наша птахофабрика знаходиться у відносно спокійному регіоні, що дає нам можливість безперебійно працювати в даний час.
You know, we have a certain advantage. Fortunately, our poultry farm is situated in the region which is relatively quiet, and we can work safely and steadily.
Переконаний, що за вашої підтримки Мирним українцям буде легше справлятися з усіма тіма проблемами і жахіттям, яке несе нам ця війна.
I am absolutely convinced that thanks to your support, it will be easier for us peaceful Ukrainians to overcome those problems and horrors that war brings to us.
В одному ми будемо впевнені, що не дозволимо, щоб у 21 столітті в центрі Європи люди помирали від голоду.
And of course, I'm absolutely sure that we will not allow people to starve to death here in the Central Europe in the 21st century.
Дякую за увагу.
Thank you for your attention.
Якщо ви маєте якісь питання, буду задоволений.
Sure, if you have any questions, we will be ready to answer you.
Could you tell us about some of the things that have been going on there
Pardon?
that have hurt the people, and like the train station bombing, just a few things so that we can understand?
Можна ще раз?
I beg your pardon once more because you know we have some difficulties with the connection, so I cannot hear exactly what you are talking about. So I beg your pardon, but once more your question.
Some of the difficult situations, like the train bombing, would you explain to us some of the things that have been going on that have affected the people?
Як ви переживаєте цю ситуацію, коли ви знаходитеся під бомбардуванням, ваші відчуття?
Ну, конечно, самое ужасное ощущение. Я думаю, что они сами видят те картины, которые нам каждый день приходят по телевизору.
I'm sure you see those pictures and videos on your TV or internet. You can see what's going on here. It's terrific.
К этому невозможно привыкнуть.
We cannot get accustomed to this.
Но тем не менее мы находимся в тылу, а тыл – это тоже фронт, который помогает нашей стране победить врага экономически.
But in any case, we are not in the eastern part of Ukraine where there is a war. We're here very close to European border, so we can work safely, and we understand that working hard, we are contributing great to victory. We are making a very important job.
So tell us a little more about the factory, the production, the trucks, where you take the meat to.
Скажіть, будь ласка, більше про нашу фабрику, про те, що ми тут робимо. Так, звичайно,
До цієї війни ми входили у п'ятірку найбільш куриних фабрик.
You know, before this war, we were one of the companies which was in the rank at 5 the biggest factories of Ukraine which are dealing with poultry.
Мы производили порядка 5000 тонн продукции в месяц.
We produced approximately 5,000 tons of poultry per month.
В новом выражении это было около 60 тысяч тонн.
So it makes approximately 60,000 tons of poultry per year.
Let me give you a piece of fruit to eat. A fruit, right? No, a fruit. Right.
Я на що хочу? Ні, я не хочу. Хочу просто дальше продовжувати. Я далі
В
скажу.
мирное время мы первым внедрили на украинском рынке торговую марку «Эпикур», которую мы смогли первым в Украине производить без антибиотиков.
You know, we were the first company in Ukraine that was a trendsetter because we started the production of poultry without antibiotics. So the whole process of growing chicken and of production didn't involve the use of antibiotics at all.
Wow, yeah, that's wonderful. And a lot of the things that are coming in, they're more canned goods, right? So you have fresh and frozen poultry.
Каже, ви займаєтесь свіже м'ясо, наскільки я розумію, ви консервованим м'ясом не займаєтесь.
Yes. Ну, можемо заморажувати, либо свіже.
Yes, absolutely, exactly. Because we produce only fresh meat. Of course, sometimes if there is need, we can deal with frozen meat. It is not canned food.
Расскажи, сколько стран мы поставляем мясо и куда заморожено.
So that's very unique.
Yes, exactly.
More
And
nutritious.
regarding the fresh poultry, really, it is very important because fresh food is more nutritious than canned food. Moreover, I would like to tell some words about our export activities because before war we also exported our products all around the world, especially towards the Middle East market. It was African market. So we exported our product in such countries as Oman, Jordan, Mauritania, Maldives, Azerbaijan, Turkey, Somalia. But primarily, basically, we are dealing with the domestic market. And here we are, as I have already told, trendsetters in poultry market. We are selling also meat without antibiotics.
Okay, wonderful. We now have an opportunity, if you would like to unmute, to have people ask questions of them directly.
Sure, if you have any questions. So
Does anyone have a question for our friends there?
What is your distribution system like within Ukraine? I'm assuming you have trucks that are refrigerated, and how can you get the meat to the people who need it, who are closer to the war effort than you are, or closer to the war than you are?
Thank you for the question. Як ви забезпечуєте доставку товарів? Чи у вас є свій транспорт? Чи у вас є якісь установки?
Окей, на це питання буду певно відповідати я,
I would like to answer this question.
так як спочатку війни займаюся тим, що контролюю плюс-мінус доставку продукції гуманітарної допомоги до різних регіонів.
From the first days, I'm responsible for logistics of our poultry with humanitarian purpose in different regions of Ukraine.
У нас до війни ще була, власне, створена система філіалів, тобто в кожному місті України, їх є в нас порядка 7 міст, тобто Київ, Харків, Одеса, Вінниця, Львів. Ми там маємо власні склади і маємо власну логістичну систему.
In 2 words, I would like explain you how we are working. In any case, we have a system, commercial system that includes several branches which are functioning in such cities as Kharkiv, Dnipro, Kyiv, Vinnytsia, Lviv, Odessa. Here we have our branches and cold stores as well.
З початку військових дій російської агресії проти нашої держави ми не зупиняли роботу філіалів, вони продовжують далі працювати. Склади далі також працюють, і там є наша команда, яка допоможе нам вирішити цього питання, доставки саме продукції в постраждалі регіони України.
From the first days of this war, we never stopped our work, so our cold stores are working normally, steadily. Our commercial teams still work in those cities, and we distribute food for our Ukrainians.
Буквально вже цієї ночі у нас поїхала одна машина продукції в місто Харків. Це місто, яке на сьогоднішній день є ще під обстрілами постійними.
Early in the morning, truck left for Kharkiv in order to get poultry there. And you know that Kharkiv is still under bombings and shellings.
Коли на початку війни ми могли роздати в Харкові 70 тонн продукції, то на сьогодні ці цифри, на жаль, набагато менші.
And you know, we have already mentioned that from the first days of war, we had opportunity to distribute approximately 70 tons of meat in Kharkiv, but now it is not so easy.
Для цього нам потрібна буде ваша підтримка, щоб ми могли далі функціонувати, щоб фабрика не зупинилася і могла постачати продукцію в постраждалі регіони.
So we will need your help in order to continue our work that consists in distribution of poultry for Ukrainians.
На сьогодні у нас є три філіали, які знаходяться максимально близько до постраждалих регіонів, де ведуться військові дії.
So nowadays we have four branches which work very close to regions where there are active acts of Russian aggression, constant bombings and shellings.
Ці місця є повністю безпечні, контрольовані Україною і українською державою.
They are relatively safe, but they are close to those regions where there is war.
Коли в нас з'явиться перша можливість доставити продукцію до міста, про яке, певно, всі знають, Маріуполь, ми зможемо це зробити протягом кількох годин.
You know, as soon as we have the opportunity to distribute and to get the poultry to such cities as Mariupol, we will be there within several hours.
Що ще не треба? Також ми працюємо з Офісом президента України.
Moreover, we supported the initiative of the Office of President of Ukraine.
І передаємо продукцію через послуги нашої Укрзалізниці, це поїздами.
And we started the delivering of poultry through railroad carriages. So we never distributed poultry by railway road, but here during the war it is very effective way of logistics.
Саме завдяки нашій співпраці з Офісом президента України ми можемо доставити продукцію в найбільш постраждалі райони і маючи при цьому гарантію, що вона точно доїде туди, куди вона потрібна.
So using railway, we can be sure that our assistance will get to those regions which need our help, and we can have guarantee that it will be there.
How many workers do you have?
Sorry?
How many workers or employees?
Oh, okay, thank you. I can answer directly the question. You know, 1,500 people are still working in our company. And you know, this is me too. Let me talk by myself. You know, I work in the company, and I would like to tell you that it's very important to have opportunity to work in the company, to get salary, because in any case, we also have our close people whom we have to support, and we are very proud of our company. We are very happy that it functions, and we as managers of the company, we will support our company, our owner in this mission. So moreover, I would like to tell thank you for everybody who assists at this meeting, that you have such interest in what's going on in Ukraine. And I see that you are not, that your hearts are beating together with our Ukrainian hearts, and that you are supporting us this way. Thank you very much.
Our hearts are definitely with you. Does anyone else have a question?
I wonder if the money that we will send you, will it go to what, to buy more chickens or to feed the chickens or to help you with your salaries, or how will this money be used?
Гадаю, як будуть використані кошти, які прийдуть, чи на купівлю там кормів, чи на зарплату, на що будуть іти ці кошти?
Логістика і вирощування продукції. Давайте пане я,
Давай.
Окей, давайте тоді буду я відповідати.
I would like to answer the question.
Перш за все, нас дуже дорого на сьогодні завжди в вирощуванні нашої і виробництві нашої продукції важливу частину складало якраз логістична частина.
In any case, you have to understand that in any production process, there are certain costs. For example, if we take our production logistics, of course, this is very implies a lot of costs.
Частина цих коштів буде направлена саме якраз на забезпечення логістики, саме довезення продукції до постраждалих регіонів
Some
України.
money, of course, will be used to ensure the logistics and the delivery of goods to those regions which need the products.
Інша, звичайна частина буде покривати якраз сам вартість продукту. Але ми хочемо говорити про собівартість продукту, тобто підприємство на цьому не буде заробляти.
And of course, we may need money to guarantee the supply of chickens, the growing, the production of feed for chickens. We will not have profit from this. It will give us the opportunity to produce more and to deliver food for people who need it.
В нас в країні є дуже критична ситуація з продуктами харчування. В першу чергу ми хочемо зберегти наших людей, хочемо, щоб вони мали чим харчуватися, а тоді вже говорити про інші якісь там речі.
First of all, we think about Ukrainians who need food now, and our most important target is to deliver, to produce the goods, and in order to meet their needs.
Звичайно, ми могли б віддати всю нашу продукцію просто безкоштовно, однак на цьому наше підприємство перестало працювати, і ми б не змогли тривалий період допомагати Україні.
No, in any case, we could give all we produce for free, but it means that our company stops and we won't be able to help Ukrainians in future because we won't survive.
Да, тобто вони
Я еще добавлю, потому что вы спросили, на какую часть производства пойдут средства, которые мы можем получить от фонда.
I would like to emphasize something regarding the money, how we are supposed to use them.
Я думаю, это будет полная цепочка всего производства.
This will imply the whole chain of production.
На сегодняшний день мы как компания сами работаем, сами производим в текущем режиме.
Because nowadays we are the company which produces and covers the costs by ourselves.
Плюс мы имеем на сегодня партнерские отношения с нашим правительством, который точно так же покупает у нас за государственные деньги курицу и раздает бесплатно людям.
Because, you know, such a scheme already functioning with our government, because our government now has the function of customer who buys the products from the company and delivers for Ukrainians on free terms.
Вы можете быть фондом, который параллельно с правительством точно так же будет заказывать часть продукции, точно так же она будет бесплатно раздаваться людям, потому что, естественно, у правительства не хватает средств для того, чтобы накормить все население, которое нуждается.
So your fund can function as our government. You can cover the costs of poultry in order we could deliver it on free terms, free for our Ukrainians.
Поэтому, соответственно, деньги тратятся на корма, на зарплаты, на электроэнергию, на газ, на автотранспорт, который будет довозить и так далее.
So the money will cover the costs of production. That implies feed for chicks, logistics, salaries, electricity, gas, normal basic costs of production.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I have a question also. First, I want you to know that we are so sorry that you are having to go through this.
Нам дуже шкода, що ви все це переживаєте.
Please
Мені
know that there are Americans here who are praying for you and that we love you.
Ми тут з вами, американці, ми вас любимо.
Мы это видим, мы это чувствуем,
Thank you, we can feel it.
Oh, good.
чувствуем вашу поддержку
We feel your support.
вашей страны.
Especially we feel the support of your country on the whole.
Мы понимаем, что без помощи Соединенных Штатов наша страна не смогла бы продержаться против такого мощного зверя, безжалостного.
In any case, without your support, without support of the USA, we couldn't be able to resist such Russian aggression, the aggression of Russian beast.
И нам очень приятно, что весь мир признает несломленный дух нашего украинского народа.
And we are so happy that the whole world understands our force, the force of Ukrainian nation.
I'm glad. My question is, of farming, are there any vegetables that are able to be produced, or do you have land? Do you bring fresh produce to the people?
I beg your pardon.
Vegetables, fresh produce,
Чому
non-perishable.
випускаємо там овочі, отакі от?
Нет.
No
So-
vegetables.
No, vegetables we are dealing only with poultry. Може, потім нам сказати, що ми
Да.
зробимо. In any case, we have, sure, we have some land fund. You know, this is very helpful, especially now when the grains are getting very expensive. So we can cover some need of grains, cereals, which we are growing in our fields and using for further production of
Для
feed.
своих.
Да,
Производства.
я це сказала.
Okay. All right. I like that. Good. Best of
Thank
luck
you.
to you. You're welcome. You have my support.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just want to, I don't have no questions. I just want to not cry. I'm so sorry. We're all so sorry. It's such a hard time. And we're sorry for all your brothers and sisters there. But like she said, we're praying for you. We're praying for you. And we hope the best for you. Keep going. You're heroes. Keep going.
Thank you very much for your support, and don't make us cry, please. You know, we are strong in any case. We will survive and we will win with your support. Thank you.
Yeah, I think all of us are choking back tears here. We really love you, and this is just such a great opportunity to talk to you directly. Does anyone else have a question or would like to add something, support? these
I
fine
have a
folks?
question. I have a question about the logistics, the monetary logistics. How is the money, are you able to get funds into the Ukraine without them being confiscated? How is that? How can you assure that the funds we give you will actually reach their hands?
Ну, в зв'язку з тим, що зараз нестабільна фінансова система в Україні, як ви впевнені, що гроші там до вас дійдуть і як ви зможете з ними користуватися?
Ну, у нас есть счета, мы обслуживаемся в польском банке.
You know, in any case, we have accounts in Polish banks as well.
Он работает стабильно, у нас есть счета в крупном банке, поэтому мы кредитуемся в этом банке.
So we have some credits in that bank. So we have accounts which are absolutely independent and cannot be influenced by a situation in Ukraine or by war or influenced by war.
Мы покупаем в Европе цыпленка, там необходимые препараты за доллары.
Because you know this is dire measure. You know, we are importing chickens from one-day chicken from Europe. That's why we have some accounts in Poland in order to buy and to pay for chickens, to pay for some medicine which we use in growing chickens. So you can be safe on this matter, no problems.
And it's coming directly from Get Real. Like I said, we don't make anything from this. This is just for our friends.
Sorry, Emmy?
I was just explaining that Get Real will make sure that you get the funds, that all of us are working for free so that we can help you.
Yes, I mean, in any case, as we have the accounts, as we are cooperating with banks in Poland, it can be absolutely safe, and your assistance will come in the right hands. So we will be able to deal with this. We will be able to buy, as the owner has already told, we will be able to cover our costs to buy chickens, then to buy medicine, to buy everything we may need for production.
Wonderful. Does anyone else, would anyone else like to say something or ask a question?
Yes,
Go ahead.
Mike.
I can't hear.
Well, me either. I cannot hear.
Would you like to try again? We're having trouble hearing. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Anyone else?
Yeah, I have a question. I'm just curious about the current status of chicken production. So what's going on with the company day to day right now? I know you mentioned your production facility is in Western Ukraine, which is obviously a lot safer than the East. But on a day-to-day basis, I mean, you're producing chickens regularly and managing to ship the chickens to where they're needed, or the food to where it's needed. And the other question I have is about the interaction with the military. Are you folks providing food and supplies for the military as well? And how is that logistics stream set up?
Я так розумію, що каже, я зрозумів, що ви знаходитеся в Західній Україні, що відносно спокійно там працюєте, але що там постачаєте по Україні, там військовим, ну я так розумію, що не хочу більш там якісь подробиці знати. По цьому, може, по специфіка поставок там військовий час.
Можемо сказати, що у нас є спеціальний дозвіл від військової адміністрації на перевезення.
Скажімо, так. I would like to emphasize, to underline a very important moment that regarding the of course, the functioning of our company changed a lot if we compare this before war and after war. But a great advantage of our company is that we not accustomed, but we found solution how to work in war conditions, and the local authorities of our region, authorities, the government, they help us a lot in order we could function and could provide Ukrainians with foodstuff. So we have some authorizations with the local authorities in order our drivers could drive freely with the trucks and could supply the food to our cold stores in any region of Ukraine where we have our branches. And as I have already told, the branches, our commercial and production branches in other cities, they function well as far as it is possible under conditions. We try to hold on and to work steadily without any stops in the work of the company. So the process, they are continuing. We are constantly growing the chicken. We are slaughtering the chicken. We are we guarantee logistics, and we distributing the goods to sometimes on free basis, sometimes, but on the whole, we deliver the goods to supermarkets, to shops. We try to function as we do before the war.
So I have a question. How are Ukrainian families? How are your friends dealing with all of this?
Як ваші сім'ї, як ваші близькі справляються з цим?
На самом деле я перевез жену и детей сейчас сюда. Они находятся здесь, в районе нашего производства, где относительно спокойно, слава богу.
Now I brought all my family, my wife and my children to this region where we have our production facilities, because this region, it is relatively quiet, safe.
Мой брат, моя мать находятся, родители моей жены находятся в Харькове.
My brother, my mother, parents of my wife, they still in Kharkiv.
Во двор к моему брату уже несколько раз залетали снаряды, потому что он живет на направлении туда, в Белгород, к российской границе. У нас совсем рядом, 35 километров до границы.
You know, the house of my brother is very close to Russian border, approximately 35 kilometers, and that's why he has already experienced several times the bombings to his yacht, to his house.
Общаясь по телефону, я вижу, что, разговаривая со мной, постоянно слышны выстрелы, и он понимает, когда вылет, когда прилет снаряда, то есть он понимает, когда нужно там пригнуться, когда от выстрела можно просто разговаривать, то есть такие шокирующие разговоры.
You know, when I am talking to my brother by phone, he already understands all the sounds. He can already distinguish the sounds of weapons, and he understands that he can proceed, that he can continue the talk, or when he had to stop immediately and find some shelter. You know, people are getting they are becoming experts in war.
Люди привыкают к войне на самом деле.
People unfortunately got accustomed to war.
Еще 2 месяца назад я никогда не мог в жизни представить, что такое возможно в нашей жизни в 21 веке.
You know, about 2 months ago, I couldn't even imagine that such situation is possible in the 21st century.
Если бы мне сказали, что на нас нападут русские, я бы сказал, что это сумасшедший человек может такое говорить.
You know, if someone told that a Russian could attack Ukraine, I would tell that this person is crazy.
Но потом мы все увидели другую реальность жизни.
But you know, then we saw another reality of life.
Жестоких зверей, которые расправлялись. Я думаю, вы видели те кадры, которые были в Буче под Киевом, после которых люди просто приходили в шок.
You know, they are cruel beasts, and you have already seen what they have done to peaceful people in Bucha.
Приїхати на виробництво, там де плюс-мінус безпечно, але команда вирішила все-таки залишитися. Да, звичайно. Дайте, я дещо добавлю.
I would like to add some words.
Ми запропонували частині нашій команді, коли розпочалися військові дії, переїхати плюс-мінус безпечно в Західну Україну, де знаходиться наше виробництво.
you know, in order to protect our people who are working in the company, not only here in this region, which is safe, but also in different regions of Ukraine, especially those which are under challenge now. We, in order to protect them, we took them to our region and found the premises, the houses for them to live here.
Однак наші колеги сказали, що вони тільки перемістять в безпечні місця своїх сім'ї, дітей, а далі самі будуть працювати, тому що ми всі разом повинні об'єднатися для нашої перемоги.
But you know, a lot of people just refused. Some of them let their families to go here, but they stayed there in order to work, to continue our work, because we understand how it is important to provide people with food.
І, мабуть, скажу таку одну з наших новинок, які ми живемо в останній місяць часу, це те, що нашим колегам дозволено брати на роботу дітей.
And you know, sometimes if you enter our offices, you can see that some our colleagues, they are bringing their children to the work because children do not want to stay without their parents, and the parents feel more comfortable when the children are by their side.
Ну, так разом ми просто об'єднуємося, ми розуміємо, що повинні працювати і повинні забезпечувати нашу
Because
державу.
when we are together, we feel safe, and we understand that in any case we have to proceed, we have to work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, I think we're all just trying to fathom this and have some empathy. Natalia, what about your family?
You know, Emmy, do you remember yesterday we were talking with you and I shared my personal impressions about the war. God, you know, God blessing, but we are not in the region which is under constant shellings and under constant bombings. We're here in the western part of Ukraine, just about 30 kilometers from Poland. And that's why we are relatively safe. But, you know, we cannot say that we do not feel war. We, you know, we are not calm anymore. Our hearts, our thoughts are with those people who are in Kharkiv, Mariupol, Borodyanka, Bucha. And you know, when we are looking at those news, at those stories, I still cannot believe that it is possible when women are raped, when children are killed, when the parts of children are lying in the streets after bombing. When I read an article about a small child, a 2-year-old boy who is without legs after bombings, you know, it breaks my heart. I have son, he's 20-year-old. He's a would-be soldier. And I have already explained that, you know, before the war, he never thought about being soldier. He's not a military guy at all. And, you know, when the war started, he told me one day, you know, Mom, I don't want to go to the army. I'm afraid of war. But, you know, if I have to go, I will go. I will protect Ukraine. And, you know, I was so proud of him. And I understood that me, as mother, I did my job very well, because my son is ready to protect this country from aggression. And I think this is what everybody feels in Ukraine. We are very united now. We are all together, you know. Even now, we are sitting all together, the owner, managers, our friends. So we understand that now we have to be united. We are doing a great job, not only for Ukraine, but believe me, for the whole world, for democracy, for those things what the civilized world believes.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that you are heroes. Our hearts go out to you.
Виражу думку всіх.
Democracy is so important to us as well, and we love you. Jenny Lynn and Becky, was there anything you wanted to say?
I have a quick question.
Yeah,
if
go
you
ahead.
Have a second. So are you shipping your chickens to the eastern cities that are undergoing terrible bombardment right now? And are the trucks safe to be able to make this travel?
Продукцію в східні регіони, які зараз під бомбардуванням, і чи наші ці.
How do you do it?
We are shipping to Kharkiv now. Regardless the fact there are bombings, we are shipping there. And for the moment, we had no problems with trucks, fortunately. Odessa. So we are shipping Odessa as well. But of course, the most bombed city now, this is Kharkiv, and it is very difficult to supply there, but we still supply.
Well, bless you.
Thank you.
Jenny Lynn?
Natalia, maybe you could also explain to everyone why we had to have this call so early in the morning, the curfews.
Sorry. Sorry, I didn't understand exactly.
Yeah, maybe explain the curfew, why we had to have the call so early in the morning, the curfew you have.
Чого ми так мали рано зібратися сьогодні? In any case, there is discrepancy in time. Yes, of course. As far as I understand, in California, 7 o'clock in the morning. Here we have 5 o'clock p.m. 5 p.m. We started at 5 p.m. Now it is 6 p.m. And we have to finish before this the time is imposed when everybody had to be at home during the war. I have forgotten the word. You see. So, because this is wartime, there are some restrictions for civilians to move in the evening or at night.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Amy, back to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
I would love to just call us all to action. Natalia and Yuri and Dasha, we love you. And we support you and we stand with you.
Thank you very much.
We will act and do what we can on the other side of the world to help you. Even if it's a small donation, we call all of us to donate what you can. For some of us, that may be little. For some of us, it may be a lot. But I call out to myself as well as everyone else to see what you guys are giving, that we too will stand up and do what we can. And we will ask our children, our families, what can they donate to help? And so this is a call of action to all of us to donate. If we go to the link on the feed, you all will see how to donate and just do what you can. Also, after this call, we will share. We will not forget the things that you've shared with us, and we will take them to our family and friends and ask them to donate. And we will keep in touch with you and do all we can to care on our end for our brothers and sisters and for all of you there in Ukraine.
Thank you very much. Just a moment, дозвольте, я там скажу компліментів, реверансів. You know, you have told that maybe you don't know us, but you love us. I don't know you, but I love everybody of you. You know, I love all Americans. We love all people who support us now, because, you know, you have to understand that for us it is very, very important to hear the words of support and to feel your support, because really when the war launched, the first days, you know, we were crashed. You can imagine, if you have a look at the map of the world, and if you compare Russian, and if you compare the small Ukrainian, you know, it's tremendous. It is really very, very awful. I think that everybody of us was afraid. Now it is over. Now it is over. We can see that we are not alone. We can see the support of the whole world. And moreover, finally, the whole world saw the face of Russian beast. You can understand how cruel they could be. And it is very, very difficult to stay strong, to protect our land against such army. So we are doing a great job, but we could do nothing without the support of the USA and of the whole world, of Europe as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're not alone. We're with you.
And one more, somebody asked, how can you share this? Go to feed-ukraine.org. Please share that with your friends and family. And we hope to take our 5 loaves and 2 fishes and feed as many people as possible. Thank you all for the support. You can see that we've got some wonderful friends over there. Feed-ukraine.org is the way that you can support and help us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We send our
everybody.
love.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.